Hi guys, I wanted to take a few minutes and make a quick video for you. I wanted to go over some tips for ending the year strong, and then I wanted to touch a little bit on my experience. Um, I'm sure you saw, if you follow me on Facebook, that I just got back from the Tony Robbins seminar, Unleash the Power Within, in LA. My voice is still a little scratchy from it. Hands down, top 5 experiences of my life, right up there with having my daughters and getting married and meeting my husband, all that kind of stuff. I If I could have each and every one of you go, I would want each and every one of you to go. It's that life-changing. Makes you realize so many things about life and how we let these ideas in our head really control our destiny, and it doesn't need to be that way. So I'm probably going to talk a little bit about that in the tips I'm going to go over, and then we're definitely going to touch on it on the Diamond Call on Sunday. So I'm looking forward to that. I'm going to be speaking to you all then. So first I want to go over some tips for ending the year strong. If I'm sure you keep hearing the buzz, and I'm sure it's just common sense that you know that come January 1st, that's a really big time of the year in the fitness industry. That's when everybody says enough is enough. They set their New Year's resolutions, which usually pertain to weight loss and trying to live a healthier life. And so now is the time to lay the groundwork and the foundation. So when January 1st comes, that they think of you. They've seen that you're consistent. They're ready. They trust you. So important. You will see a huge spike in your business. When I started in July, so I had just steady growth. And then I got to January, and from there, it just took off throughout the rest of the year and has continued to grow. So take advantage of that. Take advantage of that when you are recruiting coaches. This is a great time for people to come on board and become a coach because, like I said before, they can start, showing their presence, telling their story about what they're doing, and then people will think of them when the time comes and they're ready to take that step toward a healthy life. So, number 1 tip that I'm going to talk about, and this is my big thing, is mindset. It's everything, you guys. If you're sitting there thinking to yourself, oh my gosh, this is a tough time of the year and no one has money to spend on their health and fitness and no one's going to want to join as a coach right now and I can't lead people and blah, 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 blah. Like, I don't even want to say it because it's a bunch of bullshit. I'm sorry. I'm going to be honest with you. An excuse. I hope I don't offend you with my language. That's another thing I learned during Tony Robbins seminar is you just need to speak with passion, live with passion. And honestly, that's what it is. It's bullshit. It's you limiting yourself with fears. And that's what it all comes back to. Uncertainty and, you just doubting what you're capable of. And I want you all to just make it stop. There is not a single reason that you cannot be successful in this business. It's a decision you make in your head. And I don't know if you saw my little post. If you're in the Diamond group I did last night, it was a little snippet of Tony Robbins. And he kind of talked about, when you're taking an island, right? Think back into the olden days. They're storming. They're going to take this island. If they're on their boat out there coming into the island, unless they burn their boat, they're going to come up with an excuse why it's not a good idea. So burn your effing boat, storm that island, and let's make this a really good end of the year. I have seen a total change in my business this month since I have changed my mindset and the way I've looked at things. So mindset, do your personal development. It is non-negotiable. It is so simple for me to tell who is doing that and who's not doing that. And if you're not, you're selling yourself short because it's just holding you back and not doing you any good whatsoever. So I don't care if you have to get up 10 minutes early, stay up 10 minutes later, do it. Just do it. I think it's huge and it's really important. Part A or part B to that is that I've been waking up 10 minutes earlier. I sit for 10 minutes in the morning. I put my headphones in like this and listen to some meditation music. And I spend like the first 3 minutes just kind of breathing, good belly breathing, getting some good oxygen. And then I spend 3 minutes focusing on what I am grateful for. 2 big things and 1 small thing. I don't have to give you examples. You guys know, something I've really started putting into my mind is I'm so grateful that I'm attracting people to me that are ready for change in their life, that are ready to make a difference in other people's lives. And it's crazy. It's like a switch flipped, and that has just started flooding into me since I started that. So 3 minutes of breathing, 3 minutes of those 3 things that you're grateful for. Really feel them. Sometimes you'll get really emotional in the moment. And then, 3 minutes or so, visualizing yourself where you're going to be in 5 years. Picture it, like down to the detail, everything about it. See your children 5 years older, see your financial situation, see what your house looks like, see your relationship with your spouse or your children, see you as a leader, see, all of that. Vision it, like really put yourself in there, and do that every single day. I promise you, first of all, if you do it first thing in the day, your day is going to start off completely different, and your day will end completely different too. You're going to be in a positive mindset. And then when you're done, have a little dance party to celebrate all the great things that are coming into your life. I probably look like a crazy person because I really do that in my office every single morning now. We talked about, I guess I already kind of touched on number 2, and that was putting yourself out there right now. Make sure you're constant on social media and you're posting 2 to 3 times a day, and put yourself out there so you're seen as not an authority, but someone who, they can trust and they can go to for support and motivation in their health and fitness journey. Come the first year or before the holidays. When it comes to your team, the third thing I want to talk about is the speed of the leader is the speed of the pack. So with that being said, let's be honest with yourself. Are you doing what you need to do to be a good example for your team? As a parent, we know we're always focusing on leading by example with our children, but I think it's really true with your team too. And if you see, your upline coach doing all these things, that should inspire you to do the same thing. So you want to inspire your team. I was with Stephanie Chico all weekend, and on the airplane, we were having this deep conversation about, different teams and different team culture, I guess I should say. And I want you guys to all know we're really, really lucky to be on this team and have the upline of Megan and Stephanie and Brandy, and then a lot of the other leaders on this team, because the speed of the leader is the speed of the pack. So when you see that these ladies have gone into this full force and created these amazing businesses in a short amount of time, that should inspire you. That should let you know that they're not anything special. They just went at it full force, and there was not a question in their mind that they were not going to make this work. They were going to do whatever they had to do to make it work, and they were going to burn their boat and storm the island. When I look at people that have had fast success or success in the business, that's the difference. They didn't let those fears hold them back. They started running groups on their own. They started, putting opportunity in front of people, which I know in the beginning can be really, really scary. But that's how the growth happens. Be consistent on social media. I touched on that a little bit. I want you to go to your personal page, your Instagram page, your Fit page, and really look. Make little tallies if you need to and see how many times are you posting. Are you posting every day? Are you posting every other day? Are you posting 2 to 3 times a day? And then make sure that your posts have valuable information. You're telling your story, but you also want to be a source of positivity, a source of information on health and fitness, and then a source of inspiration by telling people, what you're doing, or, how this opportunity has changed your life. If you're not being constant on social media, start. That's the key. That is really the key. Make it happen. Take time and make it happen. Visualization. Touched on that a little bit before. If you don't have a vision board, a dream vision board, whatever you want to call it, I want you to do it this week. Have a goal to get it done by Halloween, by the end of this month, because what you visualize and what you like, you can manifest in your life, okay? Set goals. They can be whatever, you want in your life. It can be financial, it can be rank, it can be relationship-wise, it can be leaving your job to do this full time, whatever it is, but you have to write it down and you have to put it somewhere that you see every single day. So I've got a whiteboard in front of my desk, and I've got on that a tree drawn out of, I'm pushing really hard right now to get my second CBC to diamond. And so I have certain coach people that have signed up as coaches, and I have the little circles with their names in it, and those are in black. And then the people I'm talking to, those are in green. And then people, sorry, I'm going to sneeze. Excuse me. And then people who I just want on my team that I think would be absolutely amazing, I have in red. And then you know how awesome it is when you get those green people to sign up and you get to erase it from the green and write it into black? It feels friggin' good. And so having that vision, I have it all drawn out. Like it is there. It is happening. There's not a question in my mind that I'm going to hit that goal that I've set for myself. So I want you to really think about that. And then touch on another thing. If you're not emerald yet, you need to be emerald. That's like, you guys, that's so huge. It's like the first step in growing your business. Getting free leads, getting the free leads, the customers, and if you're hitting SC10, the free commissions, that is huge, huge. I have 4 SC points this month from customers that came from free leads. That's awesome. That's so awesome. So, then I reach out to those people, put them in my challenge group, and they're part of my business. And hopefully one day they might even become a coach. So those are given to you. Missing out on that opportunity is just really dumb. And also then you're getting your team cycle bonuses. I mean, you're just like throwing money away when you don't get yourself to emerald. So talk to your challengers, tell them about the opportunity, present it to them as a preferred customer. I've really been doing that with people. They don't have to be a coach. They can be a preferred customer / coach. If they decide to work the business one day, great. But if not, they're just going to take advantage of that discount. So if you're not emerald, seriously, set a date and be emerald. I mean, that you should be able to do that in one day if you really set your mind to it and you decide it's going to happen no matter what. Okay, let's talk about goals, setting goals. You can set goals by dates. You can set goals by, Beachbody events if you want. So I like to set a rank and an income goal. So let's say you have a rank and income goal for, by the end of the year, by December 31st. Maybe set them quarterly. Then you have a rank and income goal by the Success Club trip, which is in March, by Summit in July, and then maybe by Halloween, or there's a leadership retreat, that maybe you want to be on next year. And then again by the end of the year. Put it on your vision board, write it down. If you want to get to diamond and you want to make $500 a week, put it down, put a date, and set your mind to it. You guys, when I started, I remember listening to a webinar and I had no idea what it meant to be diamond. I was like a coach for like 3 days. And I was like, I don't know what it means to be diamond. And I had this back of a manila envelope and I wrote, I am diamond I signed up as a coach on July 11th. September 11th was my date. So I was giving myself 60 days. I didn't know why I was giving myself 60 days. The name of the group was 60 Days to Diamond. So I was like, well, if that's the name of the group, then that's what I'm going to do. Going to make it happen. You probably heard me say this before. It didn't happen by the 11th. I think it happened by the 17th or something. But I was not, it was not an option for me I did everything I could. I was consistent. I wasn't pushy with people, but I was passionate because I knew that this business and this opportunity could change lives. And I'm still like that. I mean, my favorite thing is to get on the phone and talk to these coaches who are interested and run new coaching groups. I love to see that excitement because I remember how exciting it was to start as a coach and, the uncertainty, what's going to happen. And then, seeing the success, and I just feed on seeing that from other people. And I want you to do the same. So set those goals from yourself and don't like get to the goal and be like, oh, I didn't make it happen. So, I'll push it out for like 9 months away. Don't set and give yourself goals that are like way too far away. Push yourself. Get real and challenge yourself. Don't let fear hold you back. You guys, you are capable of anything. Like, you can do this. And I just want to make sure I make that so clear for you. Okay, so speaking on that topic, next tip is really figure out what is holding you back. Is it fear of failing? Is it fear that people aren't going to like your story or like you? Is it a fear that you can't be a leader? Is it a fear that you're going to do a post and get crickets? Like, it can be anything. And we've all been there. I get crickets. I got crickets on my post last night. I don't care. I don't care anymore. It doesn't matter what anybody thinks. It doesn't matter anybody's opinion. Put those negative naysayers and kick them to the curb because that doesn't matter. Your purpose on what you're doing and helping others be healthy, live healthy, live longer, be there for the families. You guys, this is so big and it's so powerful. And you just need to know your why as to why you're doing this and stop worrying about the fear. Just stop it. Like, smack yourself on the head and just, I don't know. I freaking walked across fire last Friday night. Like, you can do anything, okay? Like, it's all about getting in your head, getting it out of your head, that garbage, and making a decision and doing it. And whatever you need to do to get yourself there, whether it be personal development, talking to your upline, I'll talk to you. Like, there's nothing more I love than talking to coaches and getting them re-inspired. If you want to talk to me, let me know. I'm here for you. So yeah, you can do anything. If I can walk across coals that are 2,200 degrees, you can get to diamond or whatever your goal is. All right? Celebrate others. This is a huge thing. Thursdays are a really big day in Beachbody. They're payday, but they're also the day that we, celebrate others' successes. And I know sometimes that can be really hard to watch because you see people maybe that are advancing faster than you or seeing more success. Just friggin' celebrate them. Comment on their posts. Tell them congratulations. Tell them that's an amazing accomplishment. Be happy for them because one day it is going to happen to you and they're going to be there to celebrate you. Don't play the comparison game. It's bullshit too. Everybody's story is different. It doesn't matter if it takes you 18 months to go diamond. It doesn't matter if it takes you 60 days, a year, whatever it may be. It doesn't matter how long you've been a coach. It's all bullshit. It doesn't matter. It's about you. So celebrate others. Be happy. When we have new coaches, you guys, welcome them to this team. Do you remember how exciting it was when you started? Welcome them to the team. Be happy for them. Celebrate people. There's no harm that comes in that whatsoever. Okay, next tip. I want you guys to be really active in the team page. I kind of feel like, I don't want people to think that it's my team page and no one else can post in there. I want you guys to take that leadership role. If you create a meal plan, if you create an awesome template, if you do like this post that had amazing results, post about it. Share it with the team. Start taking that leadership role. It's very obvious to me who will be a great leader because they're not afraid to jump in. Answer questions when somebody posts a question in there. Just because you're a new coach doesn't mean that your opinion and your response and your comment doesn't matter. It does. And just because you're a new coach doesn't mean you haven't experienced it. So I want everybody to really take a lead in the team page. I think that would be awesome for everybody and provide so much value to everybody else. Okay, and last, on the topic of tips, I want you guys to really think about your story, okay? We all have stories of things that have happened in our life and things that have been challenging, and no one's life is perfect. But I want you to take your story and your struggle, and I want you to turn that into inspiration for others. It can be really scary to put yourself out there. And again, that goes back to this whole fear thing. And really, fear is just our insecurities. That's all it is. We all just want to be secure. We all want to be certain. We all want people to like us. So stop worrying about what everybody else thinks and just be you. Tell your story. Inspire others. You know, my story isn't going to inspire the same people that your story is going to inspire. And, you know, we could have 10 friends in common, and, you know, coach number 5 story is going to inspire, you know, one of those people, one of those 10 versus mine. So please don't be scared to share your story and talk about coaching. Talk about the opportunity, because I'm sure you can attest that this opportunity of being a coach can change your life, okay? In so many ways, right? Personal growth, physical changes, financial security. And it's just really a shame not to share it. I mean, everybody should have the option of having this in their life, okay? And finishing up, I want to talk about a little group we're going to start on Monday that Megan Tucker, my upline, is running. And it's going to be a little holiday revive group. So it's going to run in November. And this is going to kind of be in conjunction with the Team Cup. So I hope you guys are all on a Team Cup team. If you're not, comment below this and we will get you added to a Team Cup team. You need 3 people on your team, 1 diamond only is the most you can have. And the Holiday Revive is just going to be some of the leaders on Megan's team, some of her diamonds. We're going to do a topic of the day, a little video post, and then there's going to be a point system. You're going to keep track of points on your own. And the point system is really just stuff that you should already be doing. It's just going to force you. It's going to be like a challenge group for coaches. So, for example, you know, reaching out to 3 new people a day or sending your Hey Girls, you're going to get points for that. And let me tell you, she's got some really good prizes, you guys. So on top of the prizes you can win by hitting the certain levels with the Fall Classic, you can win prizes within this Holiday Revive too. So I want you to, I'll post the link later to the team or to that new group. I want you to get your team involved. I want you to explain to everybody that this isn't another group or another thing to worry about. This is already what you're doing daily and you should be doing. And this is a time that we're all going to push really hard to get to where we need to be in December and November, so that in January we can reap the benefits of what will come from the New Year's resolutions. And I'm telling you, do the work now because it'll be so worth it. So that's my little spiel that ended up going 24 minutes. I'm always a little bit more winded. But I just want you all to know that you have so much support on this team, and take advantage of it. Participate, take that leadership role, and just be willing to do what you need to do. Just suck it up and do it, okay? And make shit happen, because it totally can. And do not let those excuses and those fears hold you back. All right, so we'll see you all on Sunday if you're in the Diamond Group. I hope you have a great Wednesday. Bye-bye.